Hey everybody, this is the Aggressively Medium podcast with Lee and Josh. I just turned mine around. We can go
backwards.
Now we just look like chotches.
We don't look like chotches.
We look like bros. I guess we
are
whatever.
Bros. Are you a chick?
No.
Welcome to the Aggressively Medium podcast.
Yep.
I said that. Dadgummit. Dadgummit.
Not me. This is episode 17, though.
I'm just upset at myself now.
Yep.
I think we should just cancel
now
this
I got to
episode.
put my hat on forward, and I'm pissed about that because this hat doesn't fit me well.
Lee doesn't
forward.
like to wear the same type of anything.
No, I
together.
just don't. First off, I've worn like 4 different outfits on all of these episodes.
I mean, I'm not too far off, honestly.
But you always wear your hat backwards, and I want to wear mine backwards, and you won't let me.
We can both wear our hats backwards.
I don't want to live. I don't want to be a part of something.
Honestly, if we both put our hats backwards.
I don't want to be a part of something where our hats are both backwards.
That could be cool. That could be our thing.
It's not.
That's our thing now.
Because a backwards hat is more aggressive than medium.
It's more laid back.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is. Vote in the comments.
Man, I'm not. Who won the poll for the stories? If it was you, I'm going to be mad. I'm already mad.
It wasn't me.
Oh, really?
You won the poll.
Yeah.
It probably doesn't help that your business account voted, plus your wife voted.
My team came in.
Plus you voted.
I didn't vote.
Oh, okay.
I haven't even looked at it. I'm glad,
I'm just
though.
saying.
Man,
I feel like it was unevenly.
I feel like such a dillweed with this hat on forward.
Just put it backwards.
Can't.
Stop being a turd.
But I can't not wear a hat because I refuse to pay for a haircut now.
Speaking of things that we're upset about.
Oh, yeah.
We
can actually get to what we want to talk about.
Love the fact that people have been commenting.
Yeah,
and
the more
reviews.
comments, the better.
Yeah.
Rating us on Apple.
So we got a 1-star review on Apple.
You idiot.
But you didn't say anything.
Yeah.
What do you not like?
Put your name on it.
Well, I don't even care, but you could be anonymous.
No.
But what didn't you like?
Can't be.
Like, just tell me.
Yeah. How are we going to get better?
Can get better. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like all them 5-star reviews are, hit you in the butterflies.
The feels.
But a 1-star review with nothing attached to it, come on.
Add some constructive criticism or take it down.
Yeah.
And put your name on it.
I don't care about your name.
I only care about your name.
I don't care about your name at all.
Your
I just
address,
want to know what you did or didn't
your schedule.
Like. It might have
where
just
you
been
work.
like an accidental 1-star.
Fix it.
Fix it. Everybody who listens to the podcast,
Fix it.
Make sure that you haven't.
Not even acting like this is a conversation with Josh. Fix it. That's ridiculous.
What if it's somebody that's been on the podcast, though?
It's either Peyton or,
Heath. Who all we had on the podcast?
Our wives. Well, there it is. There you go.
Yeah.
Never mind.
It was definitely one of our wives.
Yeah, never mind.
Yeah, I agree with that statement.
Put your name on it, wife. One of our wives.
Your wife already left a review.
Gave us a 5-star.
And mine hasn't, so it might have been my wife.
She has now.
She has. She just didn't put her name on it.
Yeah. If you think we're that, you can't get worse than 1.
Yeah.
That's the worst.
Yep. 100%. The worst.
That is a, what is that out of, like if it was 100 on a test? A 20? Because a 1, that'd be 10 times 2 because you double it. A 20. An F is a 59. And you gave us a 20? Think about it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Uh-huh.
If you multiply it by 2.
Oh, because it's 5.
That would be out of 10, which then you multiply that by 10 for 100.
Okay.
So a 5-star review is 100.
Yeah.
4-star review is an 80.
Yeah.
They gave us a 20.
So you said 5. And then what?
If you go 1, 2.
I'm just kidding.
Oh, okay.
I'm just kidding.
I didn't know.
I'm just kidding.
You
I'm
sold
tracking.
it well.
I'm tracking.
You gave us a 20 out of 100.
I mean, we're not at 20, I don't think.
A teacher wouldn't even waste ink putting a 20 on a test. They just...
And I don't care who you are.
I do.
But just like to
have Who are you?
Like, honestly, I want to know, and we've said this from the beginning. Tell us what you like. Tell us what you don't like.
Yeah.
I doubt the person that left us a 1-star review is still listening at this point. If they're 17 episodes deep and they're still like, I hate this.
They just, it took you 17 episodes to decide to give us a 20. out of 100. And let's be honest, even if they did tell us, like, do these things, we're not going to do them.
I mean, it depends. If it was some constructive, like, and we actually sat down and we're like, you know what, we should, whatever, talk about.
But think about it.
M&Ms again.
Real constructive criticism,
Mm-hmm.
they're not going to leave you a 1 star. They're going to be like, is it 2 or a 3? It wasn't great. I don't like this stuff, but like, I get what y'all are doing. I appreciate it to the point of like doing it. I'll give you a 2.
I've
1.
I've left a 1-star review and then like said like, hey, this is.
Well, but that's because if you were like extremely unhappy, which I guess people,
But you can leave those 1-star reviews
with a comment.
At 205-523-5934.
Yep.
We're still waiting on some voicemails.
Something.
Or some texts or some videos or anything really.
Pictures
with clothes on.
Yep. Not
nudes.
Nope.
Siri, dadgummit. That was me.
Yeah.
Oops.
I don't even have Siri on my phone.
Well,
I told her to take a hike.
You didn't trust her.
My phone talking back to me. You
Uh,
ever seen iRobot?
yeah.
Yeah. Doesn't end well.
So 1-star review.
Yeah, that's
Come forward.
annoying.
And just tell us what it is. I'm not upset about it.
Yeah.
I'm really not.
I'm upset right now, but if I live my life based off people not liking me, I have a pretty sorry life.
True, because I don't even really like you, but
Yeah, we signed some dumb contract. Now we're stuck together.
now we're stuck. Speaking of dumb,
Yep.
out in Oregon, last
You know
week,
Chaz disbanded?
yeah, well,
closed.
not willingly.
Well, duh.
They come in with all the police and
Like you're supposed
bulldozers
to.
and stuff.
They took the city back over.
They did. Okay, so Oregon
It's close to Seattle.
is close to Seattle.
Closer.
They had a policy come out that said,
From the city government.
from the city government,
The
that
smart people that were
said
elected to office.
COVID-19 is so bad, we're enacting a face mask policy.
We have one
But-
here too. We
do.
technically started on the 6th.
Yeah, in Tuscaloosa, not Northport.
Oh, nice.
So it's getting so bad, we need a face mask policy.
Mm-hmm.
So wear your face masks. Wear your face masks.
Face masks.
White people.
White folks.
White folks wear your face mask
Black folks,
are exempt.
do what you want to do.
And the reason is so that they would not be racially profiled. So this part of your face shows racial profiling.
If a black man goes into a grocery store with a face mask on, he's obviously going to rob it.
Well, no, I don't know about that.
Is that not what you said?
No, it's just racial profiling. Like I guess you're a good person or a bad person. I don't know. Like this part of your face from here up, you can't tell if somebody's a good person or give them the benefit of the doubt.
You got to look at their teeth.
Is that how you do it?
Or if they have a mustache.
You know they're a pedophile.
A pedophile.
A pedophile.
That's what Theo Vaughn calls it.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? But yeah, so whites only face mask. That's wild. How is that not racist?
Well, it's done now. They took it back.
Yeah, they ended up taking it back because it was
In
idiotic.
what world do you think that wouldn't have been like, oh, I guess we shouldn't have done that. That kind of makes sense now that you think about it. That
it doesn't make sense in any
your
regard.
race. Yeah, y'all think COVID has a rebel flag tattoo on its shoulder? Like,
Probably.
oh, some people probably do think that.
Well, I mean, it probably COVID.
Oh,
if
it
COVID
does?
was a person, I would imagine it would. It probably got it. It's probably skint headed.
Well, no, because if that was the case, then it would have infected everybody at any of these protests and rallies,
Oh yeah,
and it didn't.
maybe it just
as
didn't
far as
know.
we know, because if all of these protesters would have gotten COVID positive and been spreading this all over the planet,
then COVID would have been racist.
yeah, but since it didn't, so there's either two things: either COVID is down with Black Lives Matter, or it's not that big a deal. Because all these people would have gotten real sick.
Yeah. After having some good talking with a buddy of mine, we were sitting down and just like going through everything. I definitely agree that it, and I've said this before too. Like I think that it has been blown out of proportion.
Oh, you say that now?
It has been blown out, but based on what we knew at the time, which was nothing, we did what we did. We did what we thought we needed to do.
Okay. But now we're still doing it and more.
Yeah.
So that's where.
Yeah. And I'm honestly.
Now you're on board with the ridiculousness.
I'm not even going to say that.
Why? This is our podcast.
I know, but I'm upset that I haven't got it yet. I feel left out.
Really?
100%. Especially since all these guys are getting 2 weeks off when they get it.
And 85% of them are asymptomatic.
And you know how many of those crews I've missed by like one shift? It's just been.
We ought to do a COVID party.
Oh, I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
I'm not doing that. That's too sketchy.
I got really bad looks talking about that. Jokingly.
Really?
Yeah, I got bad looks.
Where?
Around in different places.
Oh, did you have you heard that everybody's not too thrilled with Tuscaloosa coming out and saying at the University of Alabama they're having COVID parties? Because the University of Alabama doesn't like you talking bad about them.
That was yeah.
So in other news, Charlie Daniels died.
Yeah.
There's no good way to break it to y'all.
And it wasn't from COVID.
It wasn't from COVID. It was a stroke.
Hemorrhagic stroke.
Yeah.
Couldn't do nothing about it.
Brain bleed.
Face mask didn't help. Quarantine didn't help.
Yeah. Do we have a vaccine for stroke yet?
He was not at 83.
Yeah.
He was on borrowed time.
And Charlie Daniels was actually one of the first concerts I ever went to.
Really?
Yeah. It was at
back in 68.
Gosh dang.
I got it in.
There's like a couple of things that like I want to get on you about, but I'm too nice.
Oh, I don't care.
I know you don't care, but in my heart of hearts.
Oh, that's fine.
I'm like, I don't want to say that. That's
you're
mean.
The medium.
That is something that was.
Yeah, my wife brought up that like, oh, it's like I'm the aggressive one and you're the medium one.
Yeah.
That's not what the name means, but it works.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're the nice one, I guess.
Charlie Daniels.
Yeah, he died.
Yeah, it was a concert. It was a fair, like a county fair.
Probably in the 90s.
In Mississippi. And I just thought it was the coolest. Like
he was the coolest.
So they played their entire set, and you knew they were saving this one song for last.
Talking about the fiddle?
Yeah. But they did the whole like, all right, we're out, guys. But this was my first ever concert.
Oh, so you didn't? Yeah.
I didn't know. I was pissed. I was like, are you?
They were doing the.
They for real? They didn't play. I was like, why would I come to this concert? I came here.
This is their most famous song.
Yeah. And then they come back on stage and I lose my mind because I'm 8.
Are you 8?
8 or 9, something like that. And then they did their drummer did the coolest thing on like this downbeat. He goes down and then slings the sticks up like as high as they'll go and then catches them. Both of them. And then when it comes back down, it's right on beat.
Dang. That's not that doesn't work a lot of the time.
No. Well, and it was like they were waiting for him.
Yeah. Oh, I just mean throw it. Have you tried to throw 2 drumsticks in there and catch them?
I don't know if you realize that I was in band and no sports at all, but I can't throw anything in the air and catch it.
True.
So
it's those rare athlete musicians.
Yeah.
That can do it.
Yeah.
Granted, to play the drums, you about got to be an athlete.
Yeah. Because it's pretty intense.
It's hot in there too.
But yeah, Devil Went Down to Georgia.
Oh, I was telling you, that's the first song other than like Sunday school songs.
Yeah.
That I memorized all the way through. I remember sitting in the minivan on the way to like vacations with the CD player,
just listening
over and over and over and over again.
Burn CD or did you buy it?
No, it was his.
Okay.
Greatest hits.
Yeah. So it was just Devil Went Down to Georgia on a repeat.
The other ones, I don't know what the other
all
ones were.
19 songs on his greatest album were Devil Went Down to Georgia.
For me, might as well been.
If that's all you listen to, that's all you listen to. I remember having a Charlie Daniels tape and having to rewind it.
8-track?
Every time. Nah, just a regular cassette.
On vinyl?
And having to rewind it every time you wanted to listen to Devil Went Down to Georgia.
That's funny. But we hate that. He's 83. He was 83.
Yeah.
That's well past
living age.
But yeah.
Let's not talk too much about that because my dad is 78. So let's tread lightly.
But he didn't partake in what most. Well, I don't know. I'm just saying.
I don't know either.
Yeah. Most rock stars.
Yeah.
Don't make it to 83. Now he's a Southern rock star, but still.
Yeah. Yeah. It was sad.
Yeah, it's sad to
he
hear.
He died.
Yeah.
R.I.P.
R.I.P. Charlie D.
What? That might be the name of the episode.
It needs to be. That's a good
R.I.P. Charlie D.
R.I.P. Charlie D.
Yeah.
Capital D.
Yeah. But
when I was typing it up, I didn't know if it was Daniel or Daniels.
Charlie Daniel. The Charlie Daniel band?
No, but it's Charlie Daniels,
yeah.
like possessive apostrophe S band, because it's his band.
So is his name?
I don't know. I still don't know.
You gonna Google it real quick?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to.
Give it a giggle.
With an S.
With an S. So it does have an S.
That's what I thought.
That's what
I did too, but then I was like, I wonder.
Makes you second guess yourself.
Yeah. Because it was his band. So he could have been Charlie Daniel.
And then it was possessed. Yeah.
Could have been.
Was it Charlie Daniels?
Daniels' band?
Daniels' band? Charlie Daniels' the Charlie Daniels' band.
If you put the in front of it, then it fixes itself to where it's just not the.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I think if I ever was to bring him on stage, I would say the Charlie Daniels' band.
But it's not. This is
the Charlie Daniels' band.
But when you put the in front of it, it fixes it because it's the Charlie Daniels band.
So it's not possessive.
But if you say this is Charlie Daniels' band, it's different. But if you say the Charlie Daniels band.
I think for me, I would say it the wrong way intentionally anyway.
Or on purpose. Yeah. But
because it would be funnier.
It's sad that he died.
Yeah. R.I.P.
Yeah.
In memoriam.
R.I.P. Charlie D.
The second dead person we've talked about on our podcast.
Is it?
Ravi Zacharias.
Man. I about got to tears the other day.
Thinking about it?
Yes. That dude was important.
Ooh. We haven't talked. So normally we have a script that we discuss.
And by script, we mean a bullet point of 2 words.
But so when I was in South Carolina visiting my buddy, we started talking about Bethel. Have you seen the Bethel thing where they're like laying on people's graves and stuff?
Oh no.
Yeah. So they are going to graves of like people who were spiritual healers and stuff like that, like people who did great things spiritually, and laying on their graves and praying that God
pull their powers up out of the ground.
Yeah. Which, so surface level, you think about it and you're like, that's crazy. Second half of it that you think about is, are they just that hungry for something that they're like, God just and it's not like a, hey, bring the powers out of the ground type thing. It's just I'm willing to do
non-biblical stuff.
Yeah. Well, that's not the craziest thing that's ever happened in the Bible, though. And that's what they actually know. So they did bring it up from the Bible because was it Elijah or Elisha or somebody laid on the bones of somebody else? So along with that, this happened this week is there's a Bethel service. That was a Bethel service where, let me pull the headline up because the headline is gold. It is Benthel Church
in Northern California
casts out demon of racism with wizard staff and incantations.
Oh, well, yeah.
And it's just look at it. It's Gandalf's staff, and they actually in the service are quoting lines from Lord of the Rings that talks about it shall not pass. The spirit of racism shall not pass here, off of the legit from Lord of the Rings. Is they're just going through line for line Lord of the Rings movie. No. It's not. It's not Babylon B.
Babylon B.
It is.
I bet Babylon B had something to say.
Real life.
And they didn't have to change a word.
Yeah, they didn't have to change anything for that to be so ridiculous.
They ain't got a mask on.
Well, no, because they probably don't believe. And they've probably got bubbles all over them.
I don't want to see that.
That's crazy, though. Lord of the Rings?
Yeah,
You're going to bring a staff on stage from Lord of the Rings and then talk? Come on.
It'd only be better if it was a rain stick. That they like turn over halfway through.
Would that be when racism was broken off of this country?
Well, it would be washing
the
rain stick.
Racism's gone. If you don't know,
I can't talk.
There's some crazy churches out there.
I'll get into a lot of trouble.
That we don't attribute our faith to similar teachings. And so when we hear about it, we're just as confused and like, what the heck are they thinking as people that aren't Christians?
To non-Christians for giving y'all as many reasons as possible not to be a Christian. That's at the top of the list.
Yeah.
Oh, what'd y'all do at church today? Well, we quoted Lord of the Rings and had a rain stick on stage.
Yeah.
And we got 6 or 7 people up there to
hold
probably
the staff.
scream in tongues into a microphone
Yeah,
too.
probably.
And then
I haven't watched the video yet, but
yeah,
I'm going to.
Oh, like that's okay. So y'all are lunatics. Yeah, they are. Oh, well, did y'all just hang out after and like go get lunch? No, we went to the graves of dead people and tried to sponge up their powers.
Yeah, because that's how it works.
Yeah, I remember.
If you die, so great weekend news this week.
So it was the 4th of July.
We've literally everything we talked about for the first 20 minutes has been news stuff, and that was by far the best, most ridiculous thing that's happened. 4th of July happened, though.
It's the 4th. It was the 4th. Thank
it was the 4th.
Country.
Yeah, thank you, country.
So Wife made me watch Hamilton.
Was it good?
It's on Disney Plus now. No, it's stupid.
Do you like musicals though?
Nope.
See, that's why I don't think I would like it anyway.
We're past that.
I don't think
that's a slap in the face to the line on the movie that had the
Lion King.
No, the production where they had the lion roaring.
MGM.
Yeah, just movie production. It's a slap in the face to everybody that came up with movies to still do musicals.
Oh yeah,
it's like riding a bike.
Yeah,
to work. Get in a car. We've got movies now.
We don't need musicals.
Yeah.
I don't like musicals at all.
No. I don't even like old Disney movies because they sing too much in them.
Oh, yeah. When I was a kid, even, I would fast forward through the singing parts.
Can we talk?
Yeah.
We don't sing.
You know what movie I liked other than the singing?
What?
The Greatest Showman. Every time I was like, I'm really getting into this, they would start a song, and I was like,
yeah.
Forget this.
Making Wolverine be a carny ringleader was kind of weird. And then Zac Efron swinging around.
I can disassociate him pretty well from the Wolverine because he's got a different vibe altogether.
Have you seen The Prestige?
Yes.
With him and Batman?
Great movie.
That's the only way I like it.
What's the other one that
Christian
came out?
Bale. Oh, well, that's the guy.
There was another movie that came out that was about magicians and stuff around the same time as the Prestige.
21?
No. This was like, it was, oh, God.
I'm still thinking about Bethel.
Magician movies? Is that a good?
I guess.
It had Edward Norton in it.
Then just Google that.
The Illusionist.
I think I've seen it.
The Illusionist and The Prestige came out at the exact same time.
Well, I've seen The Prestige a dozen times.
You need to see The Illusionist. It's really good. I've
probably seen it.
It's good.
I don't mind Edward Norton.
I like Edward Norton.
I wish they had kept him instead of Ruffalo in the Marvel movies.
I could go either way on that one.
True.
Really. Ruffalo's great.
Yeah.
Edward Norton's great.
Yeah, I don't like Buffalo.
But so let's talk about
it's the 4th. It's 4th of July.
Yeah, and you went to North Carolina.
Went to North Carolina to my in-laws.
And you talked to somebody about Waco.
Well, so we went to a friend of theirs' lake house. My sister-in-law actually lives in their like guest house. That's where she lives. That's like her apartment.
In the friend's guest house?
Yes.
Okay.
So it's a family friend. The parents are good friends, and then my sister-in-law has been best friends since high school with like the kids of that family too.
Mm-hmm.
So they have a really nice lake house. I think it's like Norman. I don't know. It's in between
like
Charlotte.
Norman?
It's like right below the state line from North Carolina and South Carolina.
Does this lake believe that you get your own planet when you die?
Norman?
Oh, Norman. Not Mormon?
No. There's not the lake doesn't have a bunch of wives.
Oh, dang it.
No. I don't even think it has a wife, but it's a single life. Really nice lake.
Mm-hmm.
They've got boats and sea-doos, and it was cool.
Yeah.
And the friend of Marta, my sister-in-law, got engaged the night before. Mm-hmm. So there were a bunch of their friends up there for that, and then
Masks
the next day was
no
the
mask?
No, we didn't have any masks.
Okay, just curious. Just getting my bearings in the story.
Lake water supposedly
washes it.
Defeats
COVID
germs. Yeah. So you just dunk your head in our water and you're good for 15, 20 minutes until it dries. They got engaged the night before. And so there were a bunch of 25-year-old people at this thing.
Yeah.
The guy who proposed to her boyfriend, I was on a pontoon boat with a bunch of people I didn't know, sat beside him. We started talking about Waco and Epstein, and all the docs.
All the new documentaries and stuff that are coming out.
On Netflix,
Yeah.
And we talked about the Waco doc for the entire boat ride. Mm-hmm. And as we were coming back to the dock, I was like, yeah, it's crazy that like the documentary kind of didn't really talk about how that dude was a pedophile and like having sex with all these different wives of his buddies. And the guy looked at me like, what?
Like you didn't watch the same movie as him?
This is the start. Yeah. You have to base all of this off of that because that's what brings in the feds. Mm-hmm. That's why there was so much like problems on the inside. Yeah. But they did kind of whitewash it because he watched the whole doc and didn't even know that was like.
I think a similar thing happened with when we were watching it. Well, so the first thing is they talk about Ruby Ridge, which
I explained that to him too. That dude wasn't just some cool dude with a garden.
Yeah, because that's what they make it seem like the feds came up there and they were just like, we're gonna kill this guy because we don't like him. Like so he had
felonies. That guy in Ruby Ridge.
He had charges against him. He was supposed to go to court. Yep. He didn't show up for court, and so they come to serve a warrant. And then he starts a gun battle, which you start a gun battle.
Yeah,
you're a felon.
Yeah,
I mean, granted, nobody. And he shot and so in the gunfight he shot a marshal.
Yeah,
and so one person has been killed at this guy's hands. At minimum,
coming to serve
a warrant,
a felony warrant.
Yeah, and so they just completely wash over that.
Yeah,
and then so
it's hard to make the government look bad when the people on the inside of the compound aren't angels.
And so with Waco, David Koresh would bring all these people into the fold, and then he would take their wives as his own
and his 12-year-old child bride.
Yeah, so I was going to get to that. He had one wife that was 14, and then that girl was not his wife, but he did have sex with the 12-year-old. So
those children were supposed to like
they were going to
bring in revelation.
Yep. He was, and a lot of people get confused too that he thinks that he was Jesus, but he doesn't think that. He thought that he was supposed to bring about the 7 seals or whatever.
Well, you've got to start with Branch Davidians. Have gone off they were off the path to begin with, and then a crazy guy uses Branch Davidian stuff to tell people that, okay, so I am this prophet or whatever. God only talks to me about it.
Yeah.
So I'll tell y'all what God said. I'm out.
Yeah. If you're the only person that can tell me how God,
Not how it works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But so they completely washed over the fact that he was a pedophile.
Yeah.
They had a bunch of illegal weapons.
They had rain sticks.
They had rain sticks. They said, Jesus.
We're going to end problems. They quoted Lord of the Rings in Waco.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's
which I'm okay. I'm okay if you're gonna arrest anybody, it's because they get on stage and quote Lord of the Rings lines at service.
Like you don't have enough one-liners from the Bible. You got to get to Lord of the Rings. Yeah. All I can think of is Bethel. So
after their 15-hour services or whatever they probably have up there, you probably start running out of material.
That's true. Once the glory cloud settles,
and
you're down to rain sticks
But it's crazy that and there's tons and tons of people that have seen the Waco documentary, and probably fueling their anti-government sentiments or whatever. And then, at any point, those people could have walked out.
Yeah. They wanted to.
Yeah. Well, and they shouldn't have used the white phosphorus either, though. That was a big mistake. Big mistake. Well, it was known. White phosphorus was banned from use in the military because they knew it was combustible.
They knew it was highly dangerous.
Yeah.
More dangerous than bullets.
Well, wasn't nobody shooting at this point?
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Well,
and I don't know I haven't read through the case files on when they actually got there, because there's Koresh and their people were saying they shot first. The FBI was saying Koresh shot first. They
went out of their way. The doc went out of its way to show the feds coming in and shooting the dogs behind the fence.
Yeah.
It's like, that might have happened.
Maybe, yeah.
But let's not act like
he wasn't raping 12-year-old girls.
Let's not act like this guy.
He was a good guy.
Yeah, was had a jewelry making ring on the inside.
They were hand pressing Bibles and making
it also didn't
water
help
for Ethiopians.
And this
something.
Always happens when you tell your people, your followers, that we know we're right if somebody tries to start a war with us.
Oh yeah.
And then the feds come in and start a war. It's self-fulfilling. Like, you do it on purpose because it covers your bases of anybody fighting back against you.
Yeah.
Then it's like, look, I told you, if somebody tries to shut us down, we're in the right.
We're doing the Lord's work.
It's
just crazy to me too that, and I think maybe it was me and you that hit on this at some point this week about it's crazy how people, mainly white people, will latch on to certain people and seek divinity through other people. Yeah. And especially like Indian people or like Buddhist people, like white people flock to those types of people.
Oh yeah.
And I saw, I can't remember who it was on Joe Rogan's podcast, and they were like, why do you think this happens? And then the guy was like, I think it's because people know who they really are on the inside and think there's no way that I could achieve or get to a status where a God would love me.
But
another person, somebody else could. Yeah, like they're
sense.
more pure than I am. Like, just look at them. They're more pure than I am. Because, I mean, you're always constantly looking at other people going, they're better off than me. Well, I mean, I don't look at you like that because I know who you are. But
yeah, I agree.
But, like, I mean, you look at other people and you automatically like, well, they've got their stuff together more than I do.
Yeah.
But, and so that's, they don't accept a loving God because they don't truly think that a God could love who they are on the inside.
Right.
So they seek divinity through
that makes sense.
Another person. It makes sense. I don't know if it's true or not, but
It could part of it for sure.
Yeah.
Everything has 1,000 parts.
Yeah.
You can't just this is this because of this.
Yeah. Not every single person is going to a Yeah.
It's easier and it's a set like most of those like write us a check and you're in. You don't really have to do anything.
Write us
like
a check. We'll send you some holy water.
Yeah. We'll rise you up the ranks if you keep cutting us checks.
Yeah.
And,
also, almost forgot. Bethel said we need to put oil over our door frames. So I forgot to mention that earlier, but I wanted in case you hadn't heard about it, you need to do that now.
This will be fun to edit. We do that.
Like now?
Yeah.
Like
in our new house, we did it.
How consistently though?
When we got married and came back to the apartment, we did it. Mm-hmm. And it's just
I know,
just all over and praying. Like protect. This is
but you need to do it again tonight.
Well, I mean, you can do it every day if you want to, but that's like taking a bath.
Bethel said you need to do it.
Take a shower every day.
But Bethel said you need to do it.
Yeah.
Today, when you hear about it.
Now.
Right now.
It starts getting hairy when
Call
they're like,
Anna.
Buy our Benthel juice.
Buy our Bethel oil.
Yeah.
That we have specifically prayed over.
We fracked it out of the ground at this cemetery where these spiritual people were.
Yeah.
We got the bone marrow from some guy in the 1920s who started a...
Smith Wigglesworth or whatever. We got his bone juice.
Bone juice.
And so you need to buy it from us.
We've got this special bone broth.
God, and I want
all of our old elders.
Man, I want to talk about that the Wild Wild Country documentary, but I need to finish the last episode
watch
first.
It, like doc, because I've listened to a bunch of stuff about it on podcasts.
I'm going
There's
through
a cool
it now.
cult pod. It's called Cults.
Okay.
And I've been listening to that just like background talk.
Just to hear how crazy some of the stuff that goes down.
There's like 500 episodes and each one's its own thing. There have been cults forever.
Oh, yeah.
And they all end up secluding everybody. And the rules don't apply to the leader.
Yeah.
And they usually end in genocide.
The Wild Wild Country thing though.
Yeah.
First episode, I was like, man.
That Indian dude in Oregon was crazy.
Yeah. But so the first episode, you're like, why am I even watching this? Second episode, they give you a little bit. Mm-hmm. Third episode, you're like, bro, they did what? And they got away with it?
I got to finish this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyways.
So I'm not excited to talk about this next topic, but
yes, you are.
I was forced to ride in a Tesla.
Yeah. And you liked it.
We made it.
Don't.
We made it to Birmingham.
Don't
safely.
crab walk back away from me. You said before you got out of the car, I really didn't want to like it, but I like it.
It's cool. You
it's
take
a good
your hands
car.
off and play video games while you drive. That's cool.
We were, and so for people who are just...
Josh bought a Tesla.
I got a Tesla. It's sitting
against Sound Council
right outside the door now.
I'm looking at it with no license plate. So cops come and get this guy.
Yeah. It doesn't have a license plate right now. But
it was cool.
It's a good experience.
It was cool.
And I've showed it to a lot of people over the past week.
That's why you
like firefighters and stuff that they, whoa, what is that? And every single one of them, it comes away from the conversation going, there's a lot of things that I thought before now that have been, kind of squelched or whatever.
It's how learning works.
Yeah. And
it was cool. I liked it.
Yeah.
Self-drive.
It's cool. Self-drive works.
It was a smooth ride.
Flawless. Yeah. All the way there.
It seemed, because at first glance, you don't drive it. That's scary.
Yeah.
It was very safe.
Yeah.
It seemed.
Yeah.
I will say, Elon, get YouTube on that screen while you're driving.
Yeah.
Because that was annoying having to pull it up on your phone and watch it. Get YouTube on that big flat screen in there.
Yeah.
Just because
while you're driving, because it has YouTube and Netflix and all that stuff, but you just can't watch it while you're driving.
I don't need Netflix. I'm not trying to watch a couple of episodes of The Office. I would.
Why not?
But I know people that do that in their vehicles.
Those people are called idiots.
you know one of them. He's an adult with a lot of businesses in town, and he's very smart.
Don't say his name. Huh?
Puts his iPad where his speedometer
That's
is.
dumb.
Yeah. Katie Lee does it too. You remember her?
Oh, yeah.
She does it. Used to. I don't know if she still does.
Yeah.
But
I have a big problem with not paying attention. If there's no, I don't have too big of an issue with that because there's a driver assistance. But like if you're just driving and you're looking at your phone the entire time, I want to punch you in the face.
That's how you crash.
I've seen dead people from work
with YouTube playing
pretty much
at the crash scene.
Pretty much.
Yeah, I get it.
Oh, I mean, to a certain degree, that is exactly what's happened.
Obviously, I'm somewhat joking, but
it
let's get a little YouTube up there because
Yeah.
people watch YouTube the same way they do a podcast or music.
Yeah, in the background.
So to not, even if you don't have the video pulled up, at least let me use YouTube
to watch a video.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get that. And so self-drive, cool.
It was cool.
The torque, like 0 to 60 time, fantastic. I didn't show you this because I didn't have it yet. But the summon feature where like I'm standing
you texted me about it.
I'm standing at Walmart
ridiculous.
And I'm at the front door and I just say, "Hey, come here," and it comes and picks me up.
What
That's
about that
fantastic.
old lady with the buggy?
It'll stop.
You hope.
It'll stop.
Who pays for it? Elon?
Oh, if somebody gets hurt, I think that's on you. I think that's on you because you're supposed to have eyes on it the entire time.
Oh, it's
and
on you, not the old blue hair lady with the buggy. No. Okay.
And you've got you're holding the button the entire time to say come here. Mm-hmm. It's doing all turns and stuff and backing out.
So you're not
spot.
in checkout getting it to pull up and throw the flashers on.
Yeah,
I got you.
Yeah. You shouldn't be. You should be. You should be able to see it.
Fangirl about Tesla for 2 seconds. I've got to be.
Okay.
You don't even have to stop it.
I really hate the fact that I'm gonna have to edit this more now.
I'm so sorry. You'd have to edit this cushion. Had some bad pork the other day, and I've been trying to flush my system, so I've been drinking like ungodly amounts of water. Are we recording?
And Seagrams.
Had Seagrams.
Yeah.
Are we recording?
Yeah, we're fresh.
Yeah, I had some bad pork.
You want to leave that in?
Yeah, fine.
Okay.
I had to pee. Podcasts have guys take a pee all the time. They usually run ad spots during that time.
But Tesla was cool.
It was very cool.
You enjoyed it.
Yeah.
It was worth the money to me, I think.
Yeah. Get the truck sold?
Not yet.
Working on it?
Hey, if anybody wants a truck.
Yeah.
Seriously, please buy this truck.
2013 white Raptor.
Yep. Not mint condition.
Used. Lightly used.
Yeah.
Is that what they call it?
Yeah.
We've ramped it in the woods.
Oh, don't say that. They might not want it
did
now.
well. It did well.
They might not want it now.
So
yeah.
Okay. Tesla was cool.
Yeah.
I was forced to be in it because I didn't want to drive to the airport in Birmingham, and Josh he basically offered to drive me so that I'd be in the Tesla because I flew to Charlotte over the weekend for the 4th and to celebrate my daughter's first birthday
to Carolina.
Yeah, she's the 14th she'll be 1.
Okay,
so it's the 9th, so she's 5 days from being 1 year old.
I won't be able to make it to the birthday party because I'm at work, but
good excuse. I like it. I use the work excuse all the time. Oh, we got an event
for
out
your daughter's birthday.
Coker.
I can't make it, babe. I can't.
No, but so we had the Charlotte party. So that's Anna's side.
Mm-hmm.
It was a blast. We did the smash cake. Carolina eats buttercream frosting the same as she eats sand from the beach. I think she ate sand faster. Just gone. But that's good for you.
Buttercream icing?
And sand.
Oh, okay.
Specifically sand.
Yeah.
It builds your immune
system. I'm no doctor,
character.
but
yeah, I don't know. But yeah, she didn't really do I've only been to one other 1-year-old's birthday party, and it was my nephew, and he touched the cake. He wasn't real worried about being funny or cute.
Oh yeah.
You see some of these videos where I think the kid's trained to hammer fist the cake.
Oh yeah.
She went double fist, just raked the icing off and ate it. Mm-hmm. A bunch of it. Which bit us in the butt that night because she didn't sleep worth a wink. But Yeah, we hadn't really given her much sugar, and then here's 8 fists full of sugar and butter.
Just straight sugar.
It was good. It was fun. It was cute.
Yeah.
Her theme was like wild animals.
Mm-hmm.
She really likes big animals like hippos and elephants.
So she likes you.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure that's part of it.
You're a big animal.
I am. That's what Jason said.
Teach his own. I don't doubt that.
You're big and strong. I am, son.
So,
yeah.
While you were there too, though, you made a joke about something. You don't have to specifically tell the joke.
It's what happens all the time.
Yeah.
Because when me and you hang out, there's barely a filter.
Yeah.
And so we get to joking and ragging
also,
on
if
each
you
other
don't know, this is our filtered.
Yeah, this is us filtered as we can be.
Yeah.
But we're not gross.
When we do the aggressively medium after dark podcast.
Yeah. the B-roll is just.
But it happens a lot where you're.
Yeah, we're not gross. We don't just sit around.
We won't say gross stuff, but it's
like
just
cussing and stuff. But we do.
People that don't get our humor initially.
When we say no filter, we mean we say things without thinking about
who's
that
around.
Could offend somebody on the other side of the planet.
Yeah.
When we're together, we don't.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when most people laugh. Let's just be honest.
Yeah.
But so we get in trouble with that. I know I do. We've talked about it before.
Mm-hmm.
You get home from one of these and you just start ragging on something.
Yeah.
Like,
you're still in that mode.
Hey, don't
talk to me like that.
Anna, scuff them shoes up. Spiff them shoes up a little bit. They're a little brown. Like, okay. Sorry, my bad. That's never happened, but that was a stupid example.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I did it. I think I accidentally made somebody uncomfortable at her party with a dumb joke. So to you, I'm sorry.
So
I'm not sorry, but I'm sorry.
I had a joke that felt very like.
Wait, 1 second. Sorry. The guy I was talking about the Waco dock on the pontoon boat. We got to talking about other stuff too, and we have similar thought process as far as politics go and stuff. Mm-hmm. And so I told him
a podcast.
No, I told him like I listened to a bunch of podcasts.
Yeah.
And he is in Nashville at Fort Bragg or something. Like he's an officer in the Army.
Yeah.
Like he tells people what to do in the Army. Yes, sir. But so he's like, man, like. Throw me a list together of who you listen to. And I have like 20 names and I put ours in it.
Good,
I put the aggressive medium pod in there.
Good. So if he made
and I didn't tell him it was ours. I was like, this one, it's new.
He might have listened to it more if you would have said, this is ours.
I want it to be organic.
Okay.
Like my father-in-law was with you. Like, you're the guy from the other podcast. From the podcast.
Yeah.
I want him to be like, that's that guy.
Yeah.
And then he tells his other officers, his buddies. And
then we are completely for the military.
Oh, my God.
I don't know if you couldn't figure that out from all the political stuff we've been talking about.
Yeah.
So anyways.
Yeah. So I remembered that. And
we salute you.
Mr. John.
Mr. John.
Congratulations on your engagement.
Congratulations. Shouldn't have done it.
Maybe should have waited.
But
good luck to you, sir.
Yeah. It's gonna be harder than any firefight you've ever been in.
Accidentally not putting filters back up when we leave.
Yeah. And so I've had I was at the fire station and we were sitting around talking about something, and somebody made a comment about, well, you know, we blah 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 blah, and then I said something about, I made a joke like saying like, well, you know, I'm gay or something like that. And like
always funny.
Something around that.
Very
like
topical.
Yeah. I don't remember exactly. It was maybe they were saying about hiring somebody. And then I was like, well, you know, we've already hired one gay guy. And they were like, who? Well, me. And then later on in the day, I was on FaceTime with my wife and Jason, and the guy was like, when I hung up, he said, so that was your wife? Yeah.
My show wife.
Oh. I thought you were serious.
Oh no!
I was like, see you the whole day. This whole day,
he's probably
been
texting
thinking,
people.
Yeah,
he's got.
Hey, you know Julian.
He's got the fire chief on the phone.
Yeah. Like, hey, don't nobody go in the shower with him.
Like, I get affirmative action.
Yeah,
but
it was just like
That's
he
funny.
legitimately. So I get it.
That's funny.
People that don't understand the humor and just oof.
Yeah,
That was a big oof.
We're very. Gosh, I mean, this is episode 17 now. If you've listened to any of these, we're not super PC.
Oh yeah,
I'm not really worried about upsetting people. I get that, like, you need to be to some extent, and we are, but like,
yeah,
I can't tiptoe around everything.
Yeah,
because now
there are some things that we will tiptoe around.
Yeah. You need you can't be ignorant to like the society we live in.
Yeah,
but I'm not gonna tiptoe either. And this dumb. I didn't know it was bigger than just like our neighborhood has it. The Nextdoor app.
The Nextdoor app. Oh my gosh.
There's people in that. It's like a microscopic Facebook.
So
you have dog hair on your nose.
Yeah, I see that. So if you don't know about the Nextdoor app is essentially it's Facebook for your neighborhood.
Mm-hmm. It's a glorified like neighborhood watch.
Yeah, so people can say like the other week somebody said, "Hey, I saw a coyote in my backyard," and I was like, "That's my dog." Sorry, I'm just kidding. It wasn't. He's
a wolf.
He looks like
a coyote.
But yeah, somebody was like, "Hey, just to give you a heads up, there was a wolf, and it was like 3 blocks down." Coyote. Sorry.
Because then that would be Baloo.
Yeah, that would be Baloo.
Sorry, that is my dog.
But yeah, so like people just comment on it. It's supposed to be like a let you know type thing.
Like, hey, we've had some break-ins in this neighborhood.
Yeah,
which butts up to our neighborhood. That's what most of ours are.
Yeah.
It's like look at this ring camera of somebody smashing my windshield.
Yeah.
Like that's almost all of it.
Yeah, except
for the old timers.
Yeah, the old timers like to talk.
My goodness.
So there was a guy on Nextdoor.
Did you have something specific about Nextdoor that made you bring it up?
Yeah. So I went from absolutely hating Nextdoor and like about to delete it to now I'm in love with it.
That's where I'm at.
I created a fake profile on the Nextdoor app because this one just got me. All caps, fireworks.
Yeah.
I wish whoever is shooting fireworks in the neighborhood would learn to respect the law, in all caps. They are against the law and city limits, and they disturb my dogs. So everybody's commenting.
Not their family, not their children.
Yeah, my dogs.
Their dogs.
So I created a fake profile under the name Rusty Gorham with this picture attached to it.
So that's a picture you took this morning.
Not quite. That's a blonde mustache.
One of your glamour shots.
So I responded, "Where they shooting them? Dang kids. One took a crap in my yard last week.
Oh my God.
No respect."
You didn't actually post that, did you? I'm sure you did.
It's right there. It's right there.
Oh, Rusty Gorham's running
havoc.
havoc.
And then somebody commented, "Wait, a person pooped in your yard? That's terrible. I'm sorry.
Josh,
I just want to make sure I read that right."
You can't be.
I can, and I did, and I will continue to do. Because for me,
yeah, that's fine.
It makes Nextdoor bearable.
Yeah. It's easy to not even like, I turned off notifications.
Yeah.
And just like Anna will every once in a while be like, "Did you see that thing on the app?" Obviously no, but I'll go and look it up. We've got an old codger in our neighborhood. All he does is complain. I bet he's been kicked off of Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
And so this is all he has left. But he said in there that he went to Winn-Dixie, which over there, that's very close to my house.
Mm-hmm.
Like 2 minutes.
And 5 points.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he said, not many. This is before the 6th when they said like they did the mask, like you have to wear a mask in public for 30 days.
Yeah.
This is like the 3rd.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, I was disgusted that not everybody in there had a mask on. Customers, not workers.
Yeah.
He called the police and said that we should not shop at Winn-Dixie until they mandate that everybody have masks.
Dang right.
I didn't know that there were extremely crazy liberal Democrats over the age of 35.
There are extremely
Not in
crazy
public
people
office.
all over the place.
I see it now.
I know that from my job specifically, but yeah, there's crazy people out there that have they have no filter on crazy ideas.
Yeah.
It's just batter up every time.
Yeah.
There's no, let's see this pitch. It's just no batter's box, just straight up.
But if somebody comes in with an astute comment about death rates and we've seen that the transmission doesn't really happen on surface. Yeah. You're a murderer.
Yeah.
You don't care.
Yeah.
So you can spout off basically gibberish all
and then
you want.
Bring facts to the table.
Unless I
yeah.
just champion you.
But facts
I'm
come
an
to the
idiot.
table, and facts are useless.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot of stuff that, facts will tell you one thing, but feeling and emotion will absolutely tell you the opposite, and you're going to believe emotion over facts every time.
It's just, in what world are you making rational long-term decisions based off of an immediate emotion? When does that ever work?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, it doesn't.
Stocks.
Wow. Many people have jumped off buildings because of stocks.
Yeah.
So
I'm not saying it's a good idea.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
You just said a word. Words matter, though. Words matter.
Yeah. But
man, it's been this past week was a pretty long year. Did I tell you that earlier?
No.
That I heard somebody say that? They're like, man, March was a long year.
Yeah, I've heard that before.
That's funny.
I've heard similar things before.
Oh, it's funny.
It's true. This last week did last forever.
I did. How are we doing on time? Okay, ish. Couple minutes left.
We're at 59 minutes.
Okay, I'm headed to a neighborhood right after this, but over here on your side of the world, it's not too far. It'll be good. So as far, I wanted to. Where is Mammoth sitting during this? I guess as far as sales and moving, especially the smaller businesses, are they? Obviously, it's affected. But
Yeah, they're. They're starting to ramp back up, and they're starting to start doing orders and stuff. But we dropped the prices on everything for a long time to 40% off, just to move product.
Everything.
Yeah,
that you had in stock?
Everything that was in stock was 40% off, and that was just to help us move product for the time being, and all that stuff. And some of the small stores are starting to pick back up. We're probably going to have to start pushing fall and winter here soon, so we'll see what that looks like. A lot of stores probably still have stock left from spring and summer that they're trying to get rid of.
Yeah,
we're still discount it, and they'll make their money back more than likely. But
you don't have any control over what kind of sales they do on your stuff in their store.
No, we push people to retailers.
But
as
you
much
sell
as
it for what
possible.
it is, and they decide how much money they're going to make off of it. As far as sales and stuff go, that makes little buddy. But yeah, man, it's
How are y'all? Y'all are doing good, right?
It's the neighborhoods.
Yeah, the neighborhoods are pulling through for y'all.
Yeah, because people that aren't just catatonic in a coma over COVID, they're still eating. And if they can get it from the neighborhood, and it's been good that now we have such a bigger customer base.
Yeah.
And we still talk to people every day that don't even know we exist. And we're in the same zip code as they are and have been for 2 years.
Which you were complaining about those people at the beginning of this.
Well, I think I've said this on here. I thought it was not going to be profitable to go and set up at neighborhoods and just ride through this terrible time. But we've been keeping steady.
Yeah.
Me having to work 6 days a week now is not ideal.
Yeah.
But we're getting back. School's supposed to open up. We had that long. We were at the beach. I had the long closet meeting with. I was in a closet.
Yeah.
It wasn't a closeted meeting.
Did you come out of the closet?
When it was over, I did. But that was just to get back to you guys.
So you're out of the closet.
As far as that Zoom meeting with the university.
So you're out of the closet. That's all.
Sure.
Yeah.
Right now, yes, I am.
Yeah. Might go back in later.
It depends. I don't like it. I'm a little claustrophobic.
Yeah.
But university's supposed to open back up as normal as possible.
Mm-hmm.
Everything's optional as far as online classes, but the dorms are opening back up and all the buildings are going to open back up. So we'll be on campus.
So are you excited about the change back to campus? Or are you kind of like thinking, maybe your business model is going to change a little bit, seeing that you have a new customer base?
I'll need to sit on campus a month,
Yeah.
I think, before, because you just don't know.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, there's going to be less students on foot around us, but all of the dining halls are going to be at like half capacity.
Yeah.
So it's going to force the students.
But also, so this is just me thinking about it.
Yeah.
If I did even close to what I was doing on the strip at a late night,
right,
I would think at a housing development or whatever,
neighborhood, whatever you
in my head, it's either like, well, maybe I don't need to stay up that late anymore, or
if we cut anything, it wouldn't be the late night, because
that's your most profitable
it's too
on
easy
campus
to do that. Yeah. And that's basically what we're known for, is feeding drunk kids.
Yeah. Also, if anybody wants to invest in my next big idea.
You have a new idea?
Well, it's one that I've told you, but I don't want it to be public information.
We've talked about this. I'm done talking strategy with people.
For sure.
For sure. If it
bites
works,
you in the butt every time.
If it works, it's going to be way slower. And then a lot of times it doesn't work and I look like an idiot.
Yeah.
And it's not because I'm inept or like ignorant. It's just that
I hate seeing people run with my idea. Like I specifically talked to a guy that I was like, I'm going to do this. And a week later, he had done that and was like selling the fire out of it. And I was so upset.
Yeah, it happened.
He was like a supplier for me. He was a guy that I was getting to do stuff for me. Mm-hmm. And I was like, I'm going to do this. And then he completely took it and ran with it. And I was like, I want to kill you. Like, that's and then the next time I talked to him, I like brought it up, but like in a real like
passive aggressive.
Yeah, like, hey, I heard about. Did you? He was like, oh yeah. So I'll tell you what, a guy that I work with he said this and that we should do this, and he was looking at this shirt all day and looking at it, and he said, we should. I was like, you just fess up, bro. Yeah. We both know you're lying.
Yep. I'm done showing my cards.
Oh yeah, I very
in public.
Yeah, I'm very, very skittish about who I talk to with business ideas, because I'm tired of folks taking my stuff. Even if I don't do this idea for the next 5 years, I'm holding my cards close to the chest.
If somebody starts it, it's not going to be because they heard it from you.
Exactly.
And if they start it, they start it.
Yeah. And then I'll just come along and do it better.
That's the plan.
But
that's how it goes.
Food truck idea. It's a food truck idea. So if anybody wants to invest in an up-and-coming startup that hasn't started yet.
And if anybody wants to talk to me in private after that, then I can give them details.
Give them details.
Not to Josh.
Yeah.
About why you should or shouldn't invest in it.
Yeah.
Hit me up first.
Yeah. But
or get all of his information first and then come talk to me. Yeah.
Yeah. Which you'll be a consultant.
I'd hope.
Yeah.
It's my career.
Yeah.
I got 2.5 years worth of, no, longer than that. 1,000 years? Is that how long I've been doing this? Feels like it. But
there's been a couple ideas recently that I'm like, I should go full force into this thing, but I just don't have the time or resource. I would have to drop Mammoth to do it. And Mammoth is the goal right now.
Right. That's the plan. You got to pick and choose.
So, but anyways, that should be this week's episode.
Yeah. Are we going to have, are we working on a guest?
Yeah, I think we can
later?
do. I think we can do a
Okay.
guest this coming up week.
The coming up one, okay.
Yeah,
That'll be good.
This one is like pressed for time.
It's premiering tomorrow.
Yeah, it's premiering tomorrow, and we're recording it today.
We've
so
been
that
busy.
means Josh is going to be editing for
Thank
a
you,
good bit
Josh.
of the day.
I'm gonna be working on the clips.
Will you?
I'll pull it up.
How far along have you gotten?
That's how far.
Mm.
We've gotten. If it's a clip, I'm at
Dang.
no L.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah,
I'm
working on it. Working on it.
I'm glad.
It's good
Anyways.
stuff, but yeah.
Yeah, thanks
hit us
for
up
listening.
at Aggressively Medium Pod
Yeah.
on Instagram and YouTube.
Yeah. And throw us a comment, throw us a like, subscribe.
Throw us a 5-star review.
Throw us a 5-star. If I don't care if you throw us a 1-star review, just say what you need to tell us about it. Like, I want to get better. I think Lee wants to get better too at what we're doing. And so if you have constructive criticism or criticism
Put
at
your
all,
name on it though.
just tell us.
Tell us
We'll
not
listen.
anonymously. But yeah, so hit us up on the social media platforms and keep listening and let us know if there's stuff you want us to talk about or I mean that's
Thanks for listening. Check
Appreciate
back next Friday for another episode.
yeah. See you guys later.